What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out another video. Today I am going to tackle a problem that I saw on the F900XR the first time I performed chain maintenance. I have a Pitbull stand and I had some spools on my Kawasaki Vulcan, and I had the little Y brackets on the Pitbull stand. There's no place to connect spools to the F900XR. So I did buy some of the paddles to put on the Pitbull stand, which can get under the swing arm and lift it up. But if you don't get it just so, right exactly where it needs to be in line with the axle, then it rests on the swing arm where there's a bit of an elevation or a slant, and it doesn't seem quite as stable as I would like for it to be. So I've been looking for some options to put some spools on the rear axle, and there's a couple of things out there from Wonderlic or Southwest Moto, something of that variety. It's about $70, and I don't know if I'm going to keep these on there, if I'm going to try to put some sort of a slider on there. So I found a way to actually go ahead and put a spool on the back of the F900XR for less than $20. So don't need to spend $70 plus shipping to get something from a larger distributor, and hopefully as time goes by we get more options available. And I'm going to check this out, see how this looks, see how it works, and maybe I keep it for a while. Maybe I go ahead and pull the trigger on ordering something. Maybe I decide to convert this into some form of a slider as well. I guess time will tell. So let's get started. Let's check out what you're going to need to make this happen. All right, y'all, so here is exactly what you're going to need to make this happen. I've got a threaded steel rod. This happens to be a 7/16, which is about 11 millimeters. This is a 3-foot section of rod. You really only need about 2, but I paid $4 for this steel rod. I also bought some washers that I am going to put right up against the axle nuts. I do have some rubber gaskets or washers as well to stick in between the axle nut and this washer, because I'm not quite sure if they're different types of metal and I don't want corrosion occurring. I also then have these hex nuts, and I bought some of these chrome wheel nuts. So the chrome wheel nuts cost me $8. The bar cost me $4, so I've got $12 in that. I spent $3 on the rubber, so that puts me at $15, and then I've got another $3 in these washers and hex nuts here. So I'm at $18 on this, and you know, I think it's going to work exactly how I want it to. Not sure if I'm going to love the look, but I guess time will tell. So let's get into it. All right, y'all, so it really is as simple as this. You've got the threaded rod put through the axle. Okay, on the exhaust side, on the F900, it is larger, the diameter here, than it is on the other side of the motorcycle. So that's why I went with the rod that is 7/16 or about 11 millimeters. So anyway, you've got the rod through there, right? I'm going to take one of these rubber washers and stick on the rod. Okay, I'm going to kind of guesstimate how much space I need over here for now. I'm then going to stick this metal washer on there. Okay, I want to make sure that rubber washer does not go inside the axle for now. All right, once I get everything tightened up on both sides, that really shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get the nut screwed on to the rod here. Okay, once I get this screwed back, I don't think I need to go that far. I mean, I basically need to get this lug nut on there as well. So I can screw this back, I can pull this out, all right? And as you can see then, once I get the lug nut put on here, I can adjust how much space I have here. Basically, I just want to make sure I've got enough room ultimately to get the Y bracket on the Pitbull stand to catch in here. And then if you want, you can paint these. You do some color match paint to match the colors on your bike. You can paint that black. You might want to paint it with some sort of a high heat tolerance paint, especially on this side since you've got your exhaust right here. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to look all right. It's going to serve the purpose of what I need for the time being. So I'll show you what this looks like again when I get it finished up. All right, so as far as functionality, as you can see, I've got this up on the Pitbull stand. There's the lug that I went ahead and painted out with a red automotive paint, as well as the nut and the washer that are up against the axle nut, and that I painted out with a pewter colored automotive paint. Left just enough spacing to make sure the Y-arm fits into the gap, right? And on the other side did the same thing, right? So made sure there's just enough spacing for the Y-arm to fit in between the lug and the nut. So, you know, works really well. Again, if you end up doing this and you like the look, feel free to leave it on the bike. I mean, you know, that's one of the things that I love about motorcycles in general, is that you really do what you want to do, make them your own, and you know, kind of experience the individuality that comes along with being part of the motorcycle community. So thanks again for checking out the channel. If you liked the video, please hit that subscribe button. We'd greatly appreciate it. And as always, ride safe.